And look at this consistency. Homemade ranch, clean ingredients. Guys, this is the best of the best right here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds and I've been maintaining my weight for over 15 years. So today I want to share with you a lighter version of some of my favorite dressings. So dressings obviously go on salads, and a lot of times people feel like salads are so healthy, and even though they can be, people don't realize how many calories they're adding in with the dressing. So sometimes a salad that can be without dressing, it might be like 200, 300 calories. With a dressing, it's well over 1,000 calories. So in that case, in terms of calories, when you're just going based off calories, you can basically be eating a burger and fries and a drink versus a salad that you're just like, wait a minute, why am I not losing weight? I'm eating salads, but you might not be taking that into account. Dressings are very, very calorie dense. Some of them, if they're sugary, then they're gonna be high in sugar, just things that you don't wanna be putting into your body, especially if you're really, really focused and serious about losing weight. So today I'm gonna share with you lighter versions. They're not only lighter, like lower in calories, but also high in protein. I'm gonna do ranch, we're gonna do Caesar, and also a cilantro lime dressing that just goes so well on, yes, on salads as well, but sometimes even like on tacos or on just like really, really yummy bowls, okay? So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna make them one by one. I'm gonna show you the containers that I store them in. They are so cute. Just grab them on Amazon. Remember that everything that I use that you see on my videos, I usually link them in the description below. So make sure you check that out, okay? So we're gonna start off with our Caesar dressing. And the first thing we need is our cottage cheese. We're gonna add in a little bit of Dijon mustard. Then we have, usually you can use anchovy paste, okay? I did not have anchovy paste, so we are going to add in anchovies, okay? And then some fresh garlic. We have some parm, okay? So I get the one that's already grated just because it makes life easier, but you can totally grate your own. And then we're gonna go in with the salt and pepper, okay? Then we're gonna go in with our fresh lemon. You actually do need a good amount of lemon for this recipe. So now we're just gonna blend it and then wait until you see how creamy this dressing is. Obviously it is super thick. I'm gonna thin it out with a little bit of water because the cottage cheese is so nice and thick and creamy. It is not gonna taste watered down. I know that's like a big, like for me, the last thing I want is like a watered down dressing. Don't worry about that. It's not gonna be watered down. And then we're just gonna add it until it's like my desired consistency. So in your case, you're just gonna add a little bit of liquid until it feels good to you. Okay, so these are my dressing containers. Look at that. Are they so cute? We're all about making our own dressings at home, okay? That is the vibe. And look at this. I could literally still add more water because it is still nice and thick, but I also feel like it's just the right thickness. Okay, so I am just gonna get the last of this because this stuff right here is gold. I'm telling you. This tastes better than most Caesar dressings that I've ever tried. And I'm not talking about store-bought. I'm talking about restaurant Caesars. The store-bought does not compare one bit to this. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside and we're gonna move on to our cilantro lime dressing. All right, guys, so before we move on to our cilantro lime and our ranch dressing, I wanted to share with you my probiotic and prebiotic. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that seed is a big part of my life. So this is the DS1 Symbiotic by Seed. I just take 2 daily. They have made a world of a difference for me. One of the changes that I made was, of course, like what we're doing today in this video, making my own dressings. Because remember, a lot of the seed oils that are in dressings are very inflammatory to your gut, which ultimately wreak havoc on your gut. And then you have issues with bloating, you have issues with inflammation, issues with your skin, your hair could be falling off, you could have acne, so many different side effects that come from it. So taking care of your gut health is so, so important. Like making your own dressings at home, like trying to eliminate junk foods as much as possible. Of course, we're gonna have them here and there, but it's what counts is what you do every single day. So on top of that, then incorporating a high quality probiotic and prebiotic. So if you don't have one that you love and you trust, I highly recommend Seed. You can use my discount code, which is LCL25. It'll get you 25% off your entire order. So if you are suffering with issues with your gut or inflammation or bloating or any of that, again, I highly recommend Seed. So I will leave it linked in the description below, but I'm just gonna take 2, so cheers. Okay, and now set this aside. We're gonna get started with our cilantro lime. This one is so good. You can put it over your tacos, you can do it over bowls, and of course, on salads. It really, really makes any salad pop because it's just so full of flavor. It's one of those where you just wanna dip carrots, you wanna dip your veggies. This is one of those dressings. Okay, cottage cheese goes in first. Okay, now we have our sour cream. And we have our jalapeno. What is this, guys? Like, look at how huge this is. Most of you probably already know this, but the spice doesn't actually come from the seeds. So that vein that you see right down the middle, that is what holds the spice. So we're gonna put this one in seeded and deveined. And this guy over here, we'll put them in all together. Okay, and it'll give us a good amount of spice, but not too much. And then we have our fresh garlic, okay? Fresh garlic gives your dressing so much flavor. I love it. And then we're gonna do our cilantro. That's going right in. Some fresh squeezed lemon juice. A little extra garlic powder. I'm telling you, this has so much flavor. It's crazy. I love it. Little onion powder. And we cannot forget the salt and pepper. Okay. And we can do the same thing in terms of thinning this out. No, it's so good. I was like, I got a little scared. I was like, did I add a little too much water? But no, this is perfect. Again, if you want to have it a little thicker, just add a little less water. That's all. But I think it looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and pour it into our container. Okay, and now, last but not least, we're gonna make our ranch. All right, so if you love ranch, this dressing is for you. We're gonna start off with our cottage cheese. I'm gonna do some sour cream. We're gonna do some fresh garlic. The garlic is kind of optional. A lot of ranch dressings just use like powdered. So we're gonna do both just because we want all the flavor. So we're gonna do a little onion powder. Okay, some garlic powder. We're gonna do some parsley. And some dill. Dill is really important for ranch. Okay, so if you want to make a true ranch, you're gonna have to get dill. Dill was not an ingredient that I grew up with, but if you're making ranch, you need it. So we have the dill, and then always finish off with your salt and pepper. I'm gonna blend it first because I don't want it to end up being too thin. I want my ranch to be a little on the thicker side. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Now you can, of course, add a little bit of water just to thin it out. But personally, I think that this is perfect, right? To dip veggies, to dip your wings, like crispy buffalo wings. And look at this consistency. Clean ingredients. Guys, this is the best of the best right here. This is a high protein version that has all the flavor. It's also clean. This is just a must try, all of these. So in the comments below, let me know if you want other dressing recipes that are on the lighter version, that are high in protein. One that I thought about making was like a blue cheese, because I love blue cheese with wings and some celery, but let me know. Vinaigrette, strawberry. There's just so many out there. Green Goddess, there's like a lemon poppy seeds. So many dressings, and I can make them all. Just let me know what you guys want to see. But I hope you guys really enjoyed these. These are some of my favorite. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the little bell notification so that you're reminded every time I post a video. And guys, share this recipe, share my channel with friends and family, whether they're living a low carb lifestyle, they're trying to lose some weight, or maybe even diabetic. So you never know. This could be really, really helpful for them. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.